Paraguay might be one of the last places where land still feels strangely cheap. But cheap land is not automatically good land. And in Paraguay, the difference between opportunity and trap may come down to due diligence. That is the whole thesis. Paraguay is compelling because it offers something many countries no longer offer: low-cost land, low cost of living, agricultural abundance, hydroelectric power, a relatively simple residency narrative, and a feeling that the country is still early. For land buyers, that can be exciting, but excitement is dangerous if it replaces verification, because the lower the price, the more important the questions become. Why is this land cheap? Is the title clean? Are the boundaries clear? Is there road access? Is there water? Is the land actually usable? Are there local conflicts? Are there border zone rules? Are there indigenous, community, environmental, or occupancy issues? Can a foreigner legally own this specific parcel for this specific use? And if you needed to sell later, who would buy it? Paraguay may be a high optionality land market, but optionality is not the same as safety. That is the key distinction. Uruguay is often the cleaner institutional story. Paraguay is often the cheaper and asymmetric story. Cheap acreage, agricultural potential, low taxes, strategic location between Brazil, Argentina, and Bolivia. And now, more attention around investor residency pathways. Paraguay has launched the Investor Pass program, which creates a direct permanent residency route through qualifying investment. That matters because land is not only about ownership, it is also about presence. Can you live there? Can you base there? Can you create a second jurisdictional option? Can the land become part of a broader personal sovereignty plan? For some buyers, Paraguay may be interesting because the land thesis and the residency thesis can reinforce each other. But this is where caution matters. Residency programs change. Rules change. Implementation matters. Documents matter. Local legal counsel matters. A headline is not a strategy. A visa article is not due diligence. A cheap parcel is not a base. The real question is whether the whole stack works. Land rights, residency, tax, banking, title, water, access, security, local relationships, operating plan, exit liquidity. Paraguay's biggest upside is that it may still offer land that is affordable enough to experiment with. A buyer might be able to think in hectares instead of tiny lots. Agriculture, forestry, cattle, food systems, solar, retreats, rural compounds, and low-cost living may all become part of the conversation. But the biggest weakness is that the buyer must be more careful. Cheap land can hide expensive problems. A road that looks passable in dry season may fail in rainy season. A boundary that looks obvious on a map may be unclear on the ground. A title that looks acceptable may require deeper legal review. A property that looks remote and peaceful may be too isolated for labor, security, guests, or resale. A farm that looks productive may have soil, water, or infrastructure problems. A parcel near a border may face special restrictions or additional scrutiny. This is why Paraguay should be approached with a frontier mindset. Not fear, not dismissal, but skepticism. The right approach is not how cheap is it, the right approach is how clean is it? How useful is it? How defensible is it? How accessible is it? How well can it support water, food, shelter, energy, community, and income? Can it become a real asset, or is it just cheap dirt? That is the Base 2 standard. Paraguay may be best for buyers who want maximum optionality and are willing to do serious work. It may fit people who want lower-cost land, agricultural upside, residency optionality, and the possibility of building something early in a less saturated market. It may not fit people who want institutional comfort, premium lifestyle branding, easy resale, or low-friction ownership. Paraguay is not the safe version of the land thesis. It may be the asymmetric version, and asymmetric opportunities demand stronger diligence, not weaker diligence. If Uruguay is the clean sovereignty play, Paraguay may be the cheap optionality play. But the word cheap should never be enough. Cheap land is not the prize. Useful land is the prize. Clean land is the prize. Land with water, access, title, security, local support, and a real use case is the prize. Paraguay is not the safest land thesis. It may be the highest optionality land thesis, but only for buyers who understand that cheap land is not the prize. Useful, clean, defensible land is the prize.